Thanks for joining us again tonight. It's looks like it's a bit of a standoff here at the moment. We've got Buzz, just sitting there, and we've got Bolt hanging with me, and Bolt's just sitting there staring at him, aren't you? Aren't you, Mister? Hey, what's going to happen when I get that rope out? I know, the tail's wagging. Okay, here we go. We'll see what happens. I'm just going, come on. What do we got up here? We'll see what he thinks. But welcome, everybody. Buzz was over on this lounge. Oh, what do you want, mister? What do you... Whoa, that's it. What do we got? Here we go. Go. No, in there. Here we go. His tail's wagging and he's ready. Hey, Alfredo. Great seeing you. Hope everything's well there in Spain. We've got the rope out tonight. Yes, I know. Hey, we're going to see what happens here. You never know, Peppa Pig might make a... Hey, that's enough. Peppa Pig might make an appearance. You never know, but I'm trying to hold off from that. Hey, Foxy. Great seeing you. I think they're dangerous to this rope, eh? So we're going to see. We haven't played with the rope for a while, but seems to want. Here we go. You going to grab it? No, I think it's a bit of a standoff there. That's the boy. No, that's it. What you doing? No. Buzz doesn't seem too interested at the moment. No. But great to see everyone here tonight. And just from the start, we won't be doing another night one until Monday. Just to let everyone know, I'll put that up in the community post. Got some visitors, got to take them out and all that sort of stuff. So got to go out at night time. Hey, John, great seeing you. John says hi, Buzz and Alfredo. What you know? I know. Come here. Come on. I know you need to get out in the lounge room. So we're going to try the rope tonight and see how we go. Try and relax, sit back, enjoy what they're doing. If anyone wants anything in the chat, and see how we go. I know. I think it's more of a stand-up. Buzz here doesn't want to play the game. Buzz doesn't want to play the game. Bolt's wanting to play the game. And then Bolt's now antagonising Buzz. Buzz is sort of taking the bait. Here we go. Who's going to win? John Uncle. Hey, Jamie. Great seeing you. Thanks for joining us. Hope everything's going well with you in Lincoln. And Foxy says, I'm scared of Buzz. But does anyone notice anything different about them today? They look a little bit different. Let us know in the chat what you think. That's a boy. Come on. I know. You want to play tug of war, but you're supposed to play tug of war with Buzz, mister. Come on, out there. Here you go, Buzz. Grab something. There we go. No. Please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, lurkers. Thank you for that, Alfredo. But does anyone notice anything different about the two of them? Look at this, no black spots. Oh, I don't know. Let us know in the chat what you notice. Or you may not notice anything. Hey, boys, what do you think? Alfredo, a shower, you're right. Took him out to the dog wash today because I hadn't been able to wash Buzz, because of his leg and just the bandage and that type of thing. Didn't want to get it all wet. Jamie, you're right, a bath. It's one of those, you pay and you do it yourself at the service station. So we took him down there. I was going to film it and put it up, but it didn't work out. So I'll try it another time. I know. Okay, come on. Here we go. Sit. Drop. They smell beautiful and they look nice and clean. They're well due for one. This fella definitely. After this morning, it was, they were a mess. But I don't think this rope's really hitting it tonight. I thought Bolt hasn't seen it for a while, and I thought something would happen there, but obviously not. That's it. Come on. I know. Do your thing. Got to tie him out. And shower bath, and Jamie says, I got it first. I mentioned it in your short. You did. Jamie saw a short and said how soft the fur looks. So, so I've got to agree with you, that one on Jamie. Now Freda says, all babies, if until they go to the park. I know. I'm dreading it. I'm thinking, should have I just waited? Because we're supposed to get some rain later on. And I don't know, they're not too interested in the rope. Because every time I used to pull a fake Buzz. Thanks, Foxy. Every time I used to pull that rope out, he'd just go crazy with it. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I thought they'd be doing a bit of tug of war like they usually do, but obviously not. But welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our nighttime stream. Please say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We're in the lounge room at home. Just seeing what Buzz and Bolt get up to, have a bit of a chat. If anyone wants to talk about anything, you can talk about anything. Because there's one thing, because I've got the TV going, but they had an advert. They're starting The Voice up again here in Australia, another season. And I sat there and thought, the people who win those shows, or especially The Voice in Australia, you never hear from them again. It's like, woohoo, they won, but you never hear from them. So I don't know if that happens in other countries, because I'm sure The Voice is on in all other countries as well, have their local versions and that. But here, you never hear from them again. So I'm not too sure if that happens anywhere else. And Foxy wants to borrow Bolt. You wanted Buzz the other day. That's the boys. There we go. And it's starting to get lighter in the afternoons here, which is good. So hopefully we'll be able to get out. Look, like I could start the streams earlier, but I'm starting, but this time I just want to try and keep it uniform and see how we go with that, and just wait for it to lighten up a bit. And so you can take Bolt. That's crazy. I know, look at this. Oh, he's showing the teeth. Hey! Oh, dear. He did that and then he runs around here like he's happy with himself. But I think they're going to take the rope. I know. I thought Buzz was going to take the bait, but he hasn't taken the bait yet. I don't know who's winning. And who's that? Matt's minivan. Happy birthday. Your birthday, is it? Happy birthday to Matt. Because I know it's not my birthday and it's not Buzz and Bolt's birthday. So let us know if it's your birthday. I'm just assuming it is. But welcome, everybody. Thanks for saying hi. And let us know where you're watching from. Matt's minivan. That's the boys. Just let them do their stuff. I'm actually coming to think, because they're getting used to it this time, I'll pull the camera out, get everything set up and ready. And I didn't have to tell them. I walked into this room and they just followed me. They were playing a little bit, and I got them to stop. And they sat there. Bolt sat over here, Buzz sat over there, and they were just staring at each other. They are, Jamie, showing their chops, definitely. But I'll mention this a few times during the stream. We won't be doing another nighttime stream until next Monday. That's Sydney time. So this will be the last one for this week due to having some visitors and having to take them out. But the morning streams, usually I've been taking Wednesday off. So I'll probably... Now, I think what I'll do... I don't know, is it going to rain? Let me think about it. We'll work it out. That's the boys. They're off and running. And I'm not too sure, Matt, have you got a dog yourself or anyone else? I know Foxy's got 1 million dogs. And how's your broken leg going, Foxy? Hope everything's okay there. That's the boys. So I haven't got my Ugg boots on tonight. I've just got socks. That's the boys. Show those teeth. And just let us know in the chat if anyone's got 2 dogs at home, or even more, or even Foxy be able to tell us if your dogs do this as well. That's the boys. Show them the teeth. What about the rope? Come on. Oh no, I'll let him do that for a little bit. Ooh, I said the wrong words. I said, come on. That's a key word. They think they're going somewhere. Because when I say the other key words, and then as we're going through the door to go to the CAR, you got to spell things now. I say that. Come on. Let us know in the chat, what are the key words for your dog? Because these two don't know the word walk. Deliberately did that. Walk. So they don't respond to it. What are the key words that your dogs respond to? Let us know in the chat. That's it, boys. I know. I reckon they look heaps cleaner. I'm sitting here on the lounge and they smell beautiful. Oh, they got up their migraine pain. He's giving me, when they bark, I get a migraine. And show their chops for sure. They do. And Alfredo says, welcome Mats. And Alfredo says, all the fox dogs are borrowed. I've lost track of how many dogs Foxy's got. That's the boys. That rope's looking a bit lonely. I love how he goes down like that. I love how they have a good wrestle. And sometimes Buzz gets a little bit annoyed and tells him, but he goes back. And I brought them water. Don't drink it all at once. Don't drink it all at once. Instead of then having to go through the door and letting them through. No, come on. Where's that rope? Get the rope. Where's your rope? I'll grab it. No, you don't want anyone else to have it. No, play with Buzz. Not with me. Because it's too close. Here we go. Okay, and Alfredo says the key words are callie. Well, that must be in Spanish. Yeah, it would be in Spanish because you wouldn't be doing it in English, would you, Alfredo? So it's call, churchy, and sal. I'm learning Spanish. Salchicha. Let me know if I said that. Oh, here we go. You got it down. Sweet, great, and sausage. Sausage. I like that one. It's sausage. So let me know if I said that right. I did. And treat. Okay. Hey, Jay. Great scene. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. We're from my lounge room in Sydney, in Australia. And usually are the night ones at the moment because it's winter here and it's dark outside. And I want to keep to 6:30. That's Sydney time. starting the streams, do them the same time every morning and every night. And by doing that, it's dark outside. So bring on daylight saving. I know I spoke about it the other day and some people don't like it, which is fair enough. Hang on, I'm missing some of the chat again. I don't know why that happens. I've got Welcome Jay on my phone. Where's that? No, I don't know why it does that. So I'm just going to have to look at my laptop at the same time. What's happening here? That's treat. Jay says hello. And then Alfredo says, no, great. I mean treat. Haha. And Jay says, winter already, Joe. Yeah, it's winter. Winter. You're not too sure where you're watching from. Let us know, Jay. A lot of people in here that are watching, it's their summer. And everyone's saying hello. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in this. I don't know why it does that. It was happening the other night. So, from the UK. Cool. Yeah, it would be summer and it'd be hot. I know there was a fellow from London on this morning stream and it was night time and he was saying it was 19 degrees. So, but I'd say the days would be still pretty hot. But here at the moment, let me get my trusty weather report. Currently here it's 17 degrees, which is good for winter. We do get colder and it's 6:45 and it's the 5th. Not that. That's my expensive Kmart blanket. Come on. Here we go. We might have to bring out Peppa Pig soon. I don't know. We had a vote on it last night and we brought Peppa Pig out. But we're just going to see how you go with the rope. Come on. There you go. Get Peppa Pig. There's a boy. Buzz looks so disinterested. And Bolt's checking up there. He knows the other stuff's up there. But just to let everyone know who's new, that's Buzz with the white. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy. And Bolt here with heaps more energy is an 18-month-old Staffy mix with Ridgeback, we believe. So, and let me see. I'm just... And Jamie says Buzz is going to win. You got a supporter there, Buzz? You look a bit dazed. Was that like, don't you bite my thing? No. Hey, welcome. Great to see you. And good morning, Australia. And good morning, Sweden. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Seems the rope's not doing the trick. The rope's not. No. The rope's not doing the trick. Let's see what else we've got in here. We've got Peppa Pig. That's the intact one. We've got the carcass. Which one are you going to take? You pick which one you want. There we go. That's the boy. There we go. We'll throw that one over there too. There we go. We've got another mess to clean up tonight. It looks like the rope is old hat. And it's Peppa Pig again. So, poor rope. Poor rope. There you go. Have a treat. There you go. We'll sit here and then I'll have a mess to clean up. Oh, look at this. Okay, you get one too. There you go. Now go play. So I can chat. What? You're very noisy tonight, aren't you? He was noisy this morning too. He might be lacking attention. No, don't. I've got nothing. Here. Destroy your toy. No, that's it. Come on, pull his other ear off. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. But welcome, everybody. I'll just catch up in the chat in a moment. Hopefully I'm catching up everything here. I've got to have two eyes going, one on the laptop and one on the phone. What are you doing? Oh, no. Look, you're pulling... No, don't. Don't chew his face off. Are you chewing... Oh, no, his face is on the other side. I thought he was chewing his face off. Can you, honestly, can you go somewhere else? I'm trying. That's a boy. That's the boy. Here, let me. Here you go. Here. There we go. Oh, get him away from under my feet. What's going on, Buzz? You're very quiet tonight. Poor Pepper. It was getting who called nicknamed. I got these toys from Kmart. No, Pink Pigs. I never ever thought of Peppa Pig and getting nicknamed the pigs Peppa Pig. So brought him out tonight. Looks like the rope wasn't going to do the trick tonight. That used to be his favourite toy. But now it's destroying this fella here. So I'm going to have a mess to clean up. But that's okay. Anyway, you keep doing what you're doing. I just want to catch up on the chat here. He's going, how are you? I'm well, thanks, Matt's minivan. Sorry, I'm just catching up with everything. Gitten says, good morning, Australia. Everyone's saying hello. He got that dog in him. And Alfredo says, fine, Matt's, what about you? Everyone's saying hello to each other, which is fantastic. Really appreciate everyone having a bit of a chit-chat between each other and welcoming everybody. We welcome everybody here to the channel. And spend as much time as you like or as little as you like. If you want to, say hello in the chat. But if you're unable to or don't want to, that's okay as well. Just sit back and enjoy the stream. Who's that? Dee's Nut Slap. Okay. New to the chat. Hello, everyone. Cute doggies. Thank you, Dee's. Much appreciated that. Thank you. Let us know where you're calling from, Dee. Where you're watching from, Dee's. It's like a phone call, isn't it? I shouldn't say it like a phone call. But tonight we're going to try... We've been doing Peppa Pig the last few nights. Peppa Pig is a hit with everyone. But I thought, I'll just try something different. They used to play tug-of-war with the rope. And it doesn't look like they're interested in that anymore. I think they've been spoiled by this thing here. Because you can get in and just destroy the thing. And that's right. Turn your head so I can't see you. That's the boy. What's the matter, mister? You're very quiet. No? You're looking a bit old there. That's okay. I took Bolt out for a walk this afternoon and let Buzz rest. Took them both out for their baths and let him have a rest. Rest his old bones. And welcome, Dees. Jay says, W username. Thank you, Jay, LOL. And Jamie says, yeah, don't say the profile. I read it out. We'll call you Dees. We'll call you Dees. But appreciate you being in the chat. And thanks for popping in and saying hello to Buzz and Bob. Really appreciate that. And Alfredo says, for those who already have... okay, thank you for that, Alfredo. Got a Discord channel as well, which Alfredo was kindly enough to set up. Alfredo's a great fella and helped me with that because I would have no idea. Here we go. And Heiko, good morning. Great seeing you this morning. Heiko's got a great channel with his French Bulldog Coco. Beautiful. Gorgeous eyes, gorgeous ears, and does treats tricks. Gets his own treats. And Dee says my username is unique. It's very unique. That's cool. I just laugh. I don't know. I just laugh. I think it's funny. And everyone's saying hello to each other. But welcome everybody. I appreciate everyone joining us tonight while we see what I was wanting to happen, which was my biggest mistake, was them to have a tug of war. But it just, I don't know. You're quiet. That's just sitting there. The carcass of one Peppa Pig's over there, and we got Bolt down here destroying this one. And Dee says, do the dogs lay on the beanbag at all? No. Like, he has been on it. Bolt has been on it. That's Bolt there, playing with his toy. But no, not much. They haven't really lay on it. I live in fear that he might start chewing it, because he's got this thing of nibbling things. He hasn't destroyed that much, a few pillows and cushions, but nothing else. And I just have this fear. And if he chews the beanbag, all the beans are going to go everywhere. So, but that's all cool. That's all cool. And, here's a chill guy. He's chilling tonight. I think he's tired, because what happened was we went out. We did our stream early this morning. It was foggy. We were out for about an hour and a half, and I was just running around, walking, and a little bit of play, and then just walking around. Bolt here tormenting Buzz as usual. Yeah, you're trying to get him to play, aren't you? And when they got home, it's funny. Bolt was the first one to jump up on the lounge and go to sleep. And Buzz sort of walked around a bit, eventually got up, put the blanket around him and let him have a sleep. No, there's nothing else up there, mister. That's all you got. You're not happy with that. Don't drop it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. What have you done? You're trying to see what else is in the little goodie bag, don't you? What have you done? No, there's nothing else there. There's only the squeaky ball. Come on. Here we go. There he goes. I know, Buzz. You just, I think you're tired. But that's okay. That's cool. There we go. Come on. I know. Okay, you want treats? Okay, we'll do some treat things then. I don't know if anyone's noticing over the few nights when we first started doing this. They were sit, drop, very hyperactive. There you go, Buzz. You don't have to sit. You can do what you want. Okay, come around. And the thing is, you'll notice, there's my feet. Sit. Bolt, he's got to be right. He's got to be right next to me. There you go. That's the good boys. Yes, that's the good boys. Does anyone else find that with their dogs? They've got to be more or less right on your feet and right next to you. And hey, Netherland, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate that. He's so cute. Thank you. Just let us know where you're watching from. I'm just thinking from the Netherlands. I could be wrong. I know. And Jay says he almost ran over Buzz. I know. He does that. He just does it. I've put a couple of shorts up. I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. We do shorts as well. So we don't just do streaming. We do shorts and videos, post regularly in the community page. And we've also got memberships up now. Please check those out, all those things. But some of the videos, the shorts, sorry, you see it's a bit of a race. There was one for the fridge and there was one for a hamburger. And it's like Bolt here just sort of pushes. Do you see? Buzz out of the way. He's got to be right up front. And I remember there's a dog park we go to, I've mentioned it before, called Sydney Park. I'm going to do a stream from there when it gets lighter and later on. But you'll see some videos up that we've got there of at that park, there's these stepping stones. There's 3 levels. There's water. They can swim in the water. And they jump the stones over the water, that type of thing. Well, they're running along together. And by the video, it looks like that Bolt nudged him with his bum, and Buzz fell in the water. It was quite funny. And but I slowed. By the look of the video, it looks like he did, but I slowed the video down, and the back of Bolt did not touch Buzz, so Buzz must have slipped with his foot and fell into the water. So it was quite funny. That was quite funny. So go. I can't. You want treats? I can't remember. I can't remember the name. Hey, that's enough of the shorts. So just scroll through, and you'll see a picture of him with some water and some stepping stones. I know you're very vocal tonight. You were very vocal this morning. Are you feeling like on the outer? I'm not too sure. And I'll just scroll back here because I saw Melamie's in. Thank you. Great to see. Excuse me. Great to see you, Melamie. And hang on. I've just got. Okay, I said hello to Nelly. No, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt me, because I know I've got treats in my pocket. And Jay said he almost ran over Buzz, and Heiko says I'm not fully awake yet. I know it's morning in Denmark. I'm not too sure what time it is. I would say it'd be the same time as Spain, because is that the same line? Because I remember Sweden was the same time as Spain. Let me know if I'm wrong. It must be early because Alfredo, me neither, Haken. One eye open and one eye closed. I'm like that all day. And Haken says, I watched the live stream almost with my eyes closed. That's funny. I really appreciate you being there, and I appreciate everyone being, oh, what are you doing? Don't drink all the water. That means I've got to leave the room and get you some more. But really appreciate everyone joining us. And Melanie, great seeing you. Always good. Another fellow Australian. Melanie. I hope I'm saying your name right as well. And I keep wanting to call you Cody. 007. And Alfredo says that will lead you to deep sleep again. And everyone's saying hello. And Jay said, that is funny. It is. Hello, Melanie. And Denmark, Gitten. And Jamie Bolt is a camera. He is. That's like, people might recognise, I've mentioned this before, and a lot here will know what I'm going to say, but Buzz and Bolt, you might recognise them with a different channel name, because the channel used to be called For My Dog Buzz, and then For My Dog Buzz with Bolt. And probably a few months ago, we changed it to Meet the Staffies. And the reason that we changed it, this is what I say, just to make him happy, is that Bolt complained. He wanted to have a bit more limelight. He wants to have a general meeting next week. I don't know what it's all about. You might be going to sack me. Hey, Bolt, you going to sack me? Ooh. I know. You know there's a ball in there, the squeaky ball's in there, but you're not going to have it. That's for the dog park. That's for the dog park. No, that's enough. So just to let you know, I'm just going to keep mentioning it through the stream. We won't have any nighttime streams until next Monday. Got some visitors coming. But what I'm going to... No. I'm going to stream tomorrow morning. I'll put it all up. And tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, and Friday morning. We'll do the dog parks. But just the nighttime ones won't be until next week, because I can get up early and do those, but then visitors coming, got to go out at night and all that type of thing. So just to let everyone know, and he's on the bean bag. He's on the bean bag. Oh no, not for too long. Didn't want to see any destruction there. And Melanie almost was busy watching 9 News. That's all cool. You could have kept continuing not watching 9 News. We'll be going till around 8 o'clock. So that's all cool. Oh, I've got to turn the TV off now because I've got Home and Away. Melanie would know, unless it's shown overseas, is on TV now. And I had the sound down on one of the videos, and I got done for copyright because of the video. Not done. It wasn't until I just had to cut it out. They give you an opportunity to cut it out, so they do it automatically for me. So if you saw that stream, suddenly I was saying one thing and then said another, that would have been the reason. What you doing? I think they're tired. Miracles happen. Does anyone believe this? Because everybody knows these streams, it's usually pretty full on. They just keep going and going and going and going. Cool. I'm happy. Now, Friday says, naughty boy. And Helen Watson. Helen, welcome. Great seeing you. Thanks for joining us. Hi there. Hope they're okay and hope you're okay. Yes, we're all okay. They're going well. And Buzz here. He's got a little bit of arthritis. People might see him limp a little bit. And he's on some tablets for that, just to make his life more comfortable. And also on some, I can't remember what it is now, some powder you put in their food. So we've got to see if that improves it over 2 weeks. And if it doesn't, try something else. I know Gitten mentioned massages. I'd looked at hydrotherapy. But anyway, we'll give this a go and then we'll see what happens. And also, he did have a bandage on his leg. We thought he was going to have an operation. He had a sore on his leg. But that's all gone down now. You can still see a bit of a mark there. And I tried to wash his hair around it and still got that stain to look away afterwards. So it looks worse than what it really is if you see it, or if you see one of these things on his leg. But other than that, all going well. All going well. And Netherlands says, oh, so gorgeous. Hang on, I haven't missed anyone, have I? No, Netherlands says, so gorgeous, adorable, amazing little nugget. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Jay says he's going to take over the channel with AI. More than likely. AI is the big thing now, isn't it? So, look at this. No, something's wrong. Something's wrong. This is impossible. I'm happy, though. I can sit here and watch the chat. And it's okay, Peter. Thanks for saying. No, cool. I do appreciate it if that's going back to the Discord. Really appreciated you fixing that up for us. And Netherlands says they're so amazing. Thank you. Noah says hello and thanks, Helen. Netherlands says fur babies are the best. They are. I'm not too sure if you mentioned back in the chat because I might have missed it. I'm hoping, I'm not looking at my laptop at the moment. I'm reading everything off the phone. So hopefully on the phone, I'm getting all the messages. If I have missed anything, I do apologise. And that, and Jamie says, off to bed. Okay, Jamie, appreciate you being here, being part of the channel and popping in the chat to say hello. Jamie's in Arizona, has a beautiful dog called Lincoln. But thanks very much and we'll see you next time. And okay, that one's there. Everyone's saying good night. Netherlands says, I love them. Thank you so much. Everyone's saying good night. Getting saying good night. Jay's saying good night to Jamie. Helen says he looks sleepy. They are. I don't know what's going on tonight because usually on these streams, they're full on. And I've noticed over the last few streams during the weeks, or last week compared to this week, they seem to have slowed down a bit. So I don't know. What's the matter, mister? I don't know. That's okay. I might, because I was tired from this morning, but I slept all day and all I took Bolt for, it worked out about 2 kilometres and it was for 40 minutes. So we just took a time, strolled around, sniffed and all that type of thing, left Buzz at home. And Heiko says, is you who wrote on WP? Right. Oh, sorry, you're talking to Alfredo. Cool. Because I'm going, what's WP? And Helen says, see, Helen says the same thing. What's WP? I have no idea. And Alfredo did do it. WhatsApp. Wouldn't it be WA? What? I don't know. WP. Suppose it's the first letter and the last letter. I don't know. Anyway. How quiet is it? How quiet is this place? I'm not going to have too much mess to pick up. And Helen's on WhatsApp. I don't have any of those things. And to be honest, when Alfredo suggested he'd like to, set up a Discord for the channel, I had to go and ask somebody and Google it. I didn't know what it was. I said to someone, have you ever heard of, like I Googled it, I saw what it was. Then I went and asked somebody, I said, have you heard of Discord? They go, yeah. Anyway, say no more. And Alfredo, in Europe, they use that the most. Okay. I know of WhatsApp. My cousin, who's 80 years old, uses WhatsApp. I don't know. And okay, well, you're right to me. Helen Joe says, let's get the dogs in a wrestling ring. I know. I'm actually disappointed, eh? I don't know. Please explain. I don't know. And it says, I love them. Oh, hang on. If I can find you. It says, I love them. Hey, Coco is not awake yet. Does Coco snore? Let us know in the chat. And Helen says, is Coco a Staffy too? I don't know if I'll let Heiko answer that. But no, I'll let you know. Coco is no, hang on. No, he hasn't said it. Coco's a French bulldog. So there we go. I'll probably sport that. And thank you for that, Alfredo. And Alfredo says WhatsApp is mostly used in your communication app. And hey, Sandy. It's all turned into a fizzer. Look at what's happened. We got the rope out for a while because we hadn't played for it for a while. And I remember one time with Bolt, we hadn't played for it for a while. So I got it out and he went crazy, shaking it around everywhere. And Buzz joined in tonight. That's where it is. And more disappointing is not much is happening with Peppa Pig either. A little bit of a mess. Just do a little bit of a scan. There's the carcass of the other one. And they're gone to sleep. You can't work them out. I'm going to go over this side because you're in the way, aren't you? I know, you're cute. What? Don't fall off. Don't know if anyone saw that short that I had out when they were running for the hamburger. And you see Bolt at the beginning drooling at the mouth. He actually did. You see him slipping off the lounge. And that's what he actually did. It was so funny. So funny. So if you haven't seen that short, go and check it out. And hang on. So just checking. Sandy said, so you're late. No, that's okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll continue. And Heiko says, Helen, you can find me if you don't have my number. And Fada says, hey, there we go. Coco is a Frenchie. And Sandy, hey. Jay says, in UK, especially in London, most kids are Snapchat to talk, and it's annoying seeing the filters. I stay away from a lot of that. I'm no good at it. No, I didn't even know what Discord was until I must be. I just must be not with it. I don't know. That's all cool. The story is of YouTube. Before I started the channel, I didn't really watch YouTube that much. I'd probably watch some videos. Never watched shorts. I might go on. I never did anything. Now I do it. I'm doing them all. I'm a strange person. Anyway. And Angry Sandy is here now. And Sandy's pack says, hey, Alfredo, Hako, Peter. Thank you. Buzz and Bolt, and just everyone. Nako says, nah, Sandy, just kidding. Hey, Sandy. Alfredo, didn't know Jay. I don't have. You like me, Alfredo? I think my dogs have got more social media than me. And Jay said, well, actually, I've got TikTok. The dogs are on TikTok as well under the same name. Don't do a lot with it. I probably should. But anyway, I was putting some things on there, but then slowed it down. Sort of busy with YouTube, I think. And it looks like they are chilling. It's like, I don't know what's happened. Just before I started the stream 5 minutes early because look at this. He's just lying on me. I started at 5 minutes early because I was starting to play in that, and I thought, okay, I'll just start now. Then they stopped. Then they started, got the rope for them, weren't that interested, got Peppa Pig out, still not that interested. So if everyone saw the thumbnail and the title, it was like, that's what usually happens. So they're unpredictable. I suppose I can't tell them what to do. But then, is this a sign? This would like to know if it's a sign. Because usually when they play up and I'm live streaming and do all that, they play and that. As soon as I turn the camera off, they stop and go to sleep. Is the opposite going to happen? I'm going to have a sleepless night. You're going to be like that? Now I can't film you because you're lying on me. I don't know. Okay, I read that. And Jay's the same except YouTube. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're chilling tonight, Sandy. I'm just catching up on the chat. So that's what's happened. That's the story of tonight. It's the complete opposite of what usually happens and what I expected to happen. Because I like them playing in that, and I've got the treats to slow them down and that type of thing. Because it's good. Because it gets rid of a bit of that energy and they sleep for the rest of the night. So who knows? And don't know if YouTube is considered social media. In that case, I only have YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, because they're bringing a law here and in Australia that something to do, if you're under 16, you can't have social media. Or so I don't know what it is. I don't fully understand it. I sort of vaguely listen to it because I'm just over 16 by quite a bit. And I think you've got to have a parent's permission and you've got to do all this. It's just to protect younger people on social media. And YouTube wasn't going to be a part of it. So it was like for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and whoever else. But now they've included YouTube, and I think they Google and YouTube are trying to go through some negotiations or something like that. Because YouTube is a little bit different. It has a bit of everything, but it has educational stuff on there as well. So, don't know. And Alfredo, that sexy pose of Buzz. You sexy boy? He's snoring. Oh, who knows? I just don't know. I just don't know. Hi, Jay. LOL, Heiko. Alfredo womanizer. Everyone's saying Gitten says hello to Sandy. Sandy says, oh, Gitten, hello. Well, it's not cold. It's saying what's that saying? 15, 16 degrees. And it's not cold in the house. I haven't got any heating on or anything. You know what I think it is? They want more money. They've gone on strike. It's like I was talking with Jeannie. Everyone's seen Jeannie come on from California. And something came up about an actors' strike. I think they had an actors' strike years ago or something like that. I think that's what's happening here. Hey, boys? Huh? Can you see? Say hello. No. They're totally opposite dogs. If I did that to Buzz, he'd like, nah, don't do that. Do it to him. You can do anything to Bolt. Just fixing up my straightness. Here we go. Got it all straight again. There we go. Gee, so who knows? Who knows? So no, it's not cold, Sandy. So I don't know what's. And Heiko, who made Sandy mad? She yells at me. I don't know what that is. Sandy. And Sandy says, Heiko, she's the cat's mother. And Helen says, have a good day, guys. I'm going to start my day. Speak later. Bye. Thanks for joining us, Helen. Sorry I'm a bit slow. I hope you haven't taken off as yet. And it's great seeing you here. And we'll see you next time. Jay said bye to Helen. Thank you for that, Jay. Heiko, you should give me love and not yell at me. Heiko's laughing. Take care, Helen. Thank you for that, Alfredo, for saying goodbye. Because I miss it sometimes. I know people have probably disappeared before I catch up to it. So I appreciate everyone welcoming, saying hi to people. Also appreciate everyone saying goodbye to people as well. I think that's cool. And bye, Helen. Thanks. Helen says, thanks, Alfredo. Sandy's back says, Heiko, I'm sorry. Sandy's crying. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just reading it out. It's all cool. It's all cool. It's all cool. I'll see if I can wake these boys up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's one of these streams. Because when I started, I'll get back to that in a minute. Sandy and Will says, Dad, Jay, you two should fight in our wrestling. Payment in treats. I think that'll be it, Sandy. It'll be it. Now, Freda says the post he had. Oh, before Peter, you're too far behind in relation to the lives. I'm as slow as anything. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, damn, I'm slow. It's now 11:17 Spanish time. Buzz has gone to get some water. And 9:17. I'm a minute behind because it says 9:18 now, so I'm a minute behind there, Alfredo. But you're correct. You're correct. Oh, no, I've caught up. And Sandy says, just having fun, Peter. No, that's all cool. That's all cool. I knew that to be the case. But I just still don't know what's going on. Which, it doesn't matter. I don't have to know everything. Oh, that's a boy. Come on. We'll see if we can get Peppa Pig up on the run, eh? I don't know. I think they've just had a big day. But they slept most of the day, as far as I know, because I was out, so I assume they slept. 2 minutes. I'm 2 minutes behind. You going to leave some for Buzz? Oh, come on. You're gonna play with Peppa Pig? Eh? He's looking lonely over there. He's looking lonely. I don't know. Does anyone else find that their dogs are unpredictable? I think that's just the nature of dogs. They're predictable in some ways and just unpredictable in others, because this is their day. I come downstairs, so they're the stairs there. I come downstairs on my own, they're upstairs. Make a coffee, then all of a sudden you hear Buzz. You hear his, because they're floorboards, and you hear Buzz's footsteps, comes down the stairs, comes out. Then not long after that, suddenly you hear this fella here going, oh, oh, oh. I probably don't do that justice.
So then I have to go upstairs. And he's just sort of sitting there. So I grab his head, give him a pat, and I says, "Oh, you're such a cutie boy." His eyes look like they're half asleep, like, like they're slanted and they're just peeping out. And then I sort of get him up and going, and he just slowly walks out. And then he waits at the stairs. And then I've got to, this is most of the time, I've got to go down to the bottom of the stairs while he's standing up there and sit on the stairs. I know, everyone's going to laugh. This is sad. I sit on the stairs. Here, Buzz. And then I go, "Here, body, body, body." And he comes down, give him a pat, walk in. He says hello to, he says hello to Buzz. This is every day. Different times, but every day. Then I've got to give them a little bit of a treat because Buzz wants one. Then I give them something to eat. They might have a bit of a play. Then they get up on the lounge, and then I get ready. As soon as I start getting ready, they know they're going out because I'm getting ready for the stream. And on off days when I'm not streaming, they think I am streaming. Hey, Buzz, come. Yep. That's a boy. That's a boy. That's a boy. So, routine, that's it. But then here at night time, usually they like to have a play and they've gone out of routine. So, anyone else have a ritual like that with their every day with their dogs? Let us know in the chat. And let me see, I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. Okay, I found the 2 minutes. And then Hako, "No, everyone loves you." And Coco. Hako says, "Okay, they're all kidding." Okay, everyone's getting my bad. Afreda says, "Bolt is the one lying with Dad." Yes, that's Bolt. Just quickly, this is Bolt here. Ancha. He's a 18-month-old Staffy cross. And he was a rescue dog, rescued at 2 months old, or Staffy mix. And then we've got Buzz here. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy. Is that the look you were talking about, Alfredo? And he was a rescue dog at 18 months. So there's a big difference in age between the two of them, but they really get on so well together. They really do. And they're always playing, and at this time of night they want to play. But tonight, it just has not happened. So I do apologise, but I can't make them. I like sitting here talking with everyone while they're mucking up. I think it's fun. I hope everyone else thinks it's fun. So Bolt is the one. Yeah, so there we go. Jay says Buzz is drinking water like there is no tomorrow. Yeah, it's because of Jay, because of the he's on painkillers, only a small dose because of his arthritis, and then he's on half a dose of these tablets. I'll just break them in half of a steroid. It's only a low dose, and I'll get those off the vet. Just to make, he says, just to make his life more comfortable. I would say without them, he'd probably be, because he'd be feeling pain because they can't tell us. They can't tell us. Not like us. We go, "Oh, I'm in pain," or something like that. So, so that's what he's on, and I'm doing some rosehip. That's the one, rosehip powder. Just putting some of that on his food as well. Hey, Mister, you're snoring. And he's nice and clean because he went off for a bath today. They both did. So going back to what Jay said there, like he's drinking a lot of water. Because of those tablets, the vet said he will drink more water. So that's what I've noticed with him doing that. So that's the reason. And Sandy says, "Oh, Bolt." Alfredo's laughing. Hako says, and Coco, if someone is taking it from her. They did. That's funny. Coco, as if someone is taking it from her. Sounds like Coco loves her food. And Alfredo says, "Water for the whole night." Now, it's a lot of water. Well done, Buzz. It is. I'm having to fill up. I've got a bucket. I gave up on bowls. I found this little bucket. You might have seen it. And I fill that up with water. I think that's more practical for the two dogs. And that's right, Sandy. They love their little rituals, and these two, and sure with every other dog as well, they've got their rituals of what they do. I'm not too sure if my brother's still in there, and apparently they've got one dog now, but they used to have two dogs, two different dogs to the one they got now, and the ritual was same time every day. I think from memory, they come and jump on the bed and wake them up. It's like the alarm clock. And Gitten says, take care, lovely chat, on a walk with my friend. And you're off for a walk with the Staffy. What? I've forgotten the Staffy's name. You have said Nikki. Is it Nikki? I don't know if Gitten's still there, but I think it's Nikki. And I know you go out with a walk and with the Staffy. But great seeing you, Gitten. Thanks for joining us. And Gitten's in Sweden. He loves mushrooms. Forgot to ask him how his blueberries went today. He went out picking blueberries and loves hiking as well. But we'll catch you later. Thanks for joining us. And Sandy's Pack says, bye, Gitten. I'm like 10 minutes behind, am I? I have 4 chats, but I like watching dog videos. 4 chats. 4 cats. What sort of cats have you got? Jade, let us know. But cats are great too. I was brought up with cats with my parents when I was younger, but when I left home, I got a dog. I think everyone's heard that one. Not that I don't know, I just got a dog. So, a German Shepherd. And Jay says, goodbye, Gitten. Sandy says, Jay, cats are fantastic. They are, which is cool. As Jeannie comes on, and I know she's from California in America, and she's got cats as well, or a cat. And Jay says, Sandy, absolutely correct. And Sandy's Pack, the roast hip will be interesting. Well, that's right. I have no idea. So I've been told by different things, and I don't know. So we'll see how it all goes. And Alfredo, I know you have 4 cats and 2 dogs. You've got I think your Alfredo got the pincers. I'm finding it hard to remember everything now. So many people popping in, and so I do apologise if I can't remember everything. And Jenny, I love this guy. Oh, thank you, Jenny. And welcome. Thanks for joining the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. That's Buzz. Old man Buzz, or old dog Buzz. And he's a 14-year-old English Staffy. And Alfredo says, welcome, Jeannie. Thank you for that, Alfredo. And Sandy says, hi, Jeannie. Thank you, Sandy. And Jay says, I forgot their breeds, but they have cool colours. Yeah, no, I'll go through again. This is Buzz. He's a English Staffy, or an English Staffordshire Terrier. And Bolt here, who just loves lying on me. He's an 18-month-old. I say it'd be 19 months by now. Well, I'll keep it at 18 months, easy to remember. And he's a Staffy mix, and we think with a Ridgeback, pretty much so. And Melanie that's on here had a Staffy Ridgeback, and they more or less looked the same. And the reason why I went Ridgeback, well, put it this way, he's a rescue dog. And when on the paperwork, they had it down as a Staffy mix or a Staffy cross. And I asked them, cross with what? They said, we don't know. Then I got this app, and you get a 3-day free trial. So you don't pay for it. You just say, you take the 3-day free trial, and then you cancel everything and get rid of it. But when I took the photo, it came back as a Rhodesian Ridgeback. And so that's where I've got that from. I probably wouldn't know unless I got a DNA test and did one of those things. So, has anyone done a DNA test, actually? That'd be interesting to know on their dogs, to find out exactly what breed they are. And Alfredo says, welcome, Jenny. Thank you for that. And so does Sandy. Thank you, Alfredo and Sandy. Oh, no, I've read all that. Okay, I forgot their breeds, but they have cool colours. Thank you for that, Jay. I hope you heard that. Everyone saying there? Yes. So I remember. I can't remember the names, but pincers, yeah. And okay, I saw that. Thank you so much for that, Alfredo. I saw what you've done there. Really appreciate that, Alfredo. I'm going to have a sticky. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Alfredo. I read the first line. Forget it. Can't be bothered with it. Hey, Johnny Lamb. Welcome, Johnny. Great to see you. Hope everything's going well for you there. Always good to see you when you pop in. Johnny's been with the channel for quite a long time. And you would have been close to when we first started streaming or not long after. So great to see you. And Jay says, all right, I'm going to go now. Bye. Okay, Jay, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Take care, Jay. Thank you for that, Alfredo and Sandy and Sam1. Thank you so much for those hearts. Really appreciate it. And Sandy says, always wanted to do a DNA test. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Alfredo. Yes, Peter, a pleasure. And hello, Johnny. Hello, Sam. Welcome, Sylvia. There's the thumbs up. Thank you, Alfredo. I appreciate that. And I'm just going to have a look. I hope I've been catching up with everything here. I'm just checking my laptop. I think everything's going okay. I'm not missing any of the chat. Not missing any of the chat. What I might do, I don't know. I just think they're tired. I think I'm going to let them be. I'm not going to force them to do anything they don't want to do. I think that'd be unfair. Let them rest. Unless you want to play with Peppa Pig. Nah. The thing with Bolt, if he wanted to play, he'd get up and torment Buzz. So I think Buzz is tired because Bolt went to jump up on the lounge near where Buzz was and sort of, this afternoon, Buzz snapped a little bit. And I said, no, Bolt down and that. But Buzz sort of got up and thought he was in trouble. But he wasn't. I love it when he puts Bolt in his place. I gave him a pat and then he seemed to be happy with that. Just so he knew he wasn't in trouble. Because he wasn't. He wasn't. I think they did, Sandy, because it's weird. And they slept all day. I took Bolt for oh no, there we go. They didn't sleep all day. So they must have been, but they did. They were tired when they got home. And then later on, I had to go out, then came back. And then after lunch, I took them out to a dog wash. So I gave them both a wash. That's why they look so clean and I don't know. I've used this word before, spunky, but I think that means something different overseas. But over here it means good looking in Australia. I think it means energy or something in some countries. I think in America, I'm not too sure. So they had a bath. So I brought them home. Then they had a bit of a sleep, and then I grabbed Bolt here. Let Buzz be. He was all curled up on the lounge, had the blanket over the top of him, just his head sticking out, and took Bolt for a walk. And then came back, had a bit of a sleep, had something to eat, and they've been pretty quiet. So you're probably right there, Sandy. Probably right there. And Coco says, good morning. Hey, good morning, Coco. Everyone say good morning to Coco. And the drawer is open for the first time today. How many times is that drawer open, Coco? Let us know. I think that's quite funny. It's cool. It's cool. That's a boy. I know. You snore away. Oh, that's right. That's what I was going to talk about. I mentioned before. When I first started streaming, I think I did some. No, I can't remember what I used. No, it might have been the first. What I used to do sometimes. I'd set the camera up on a tripod while Buzz was sleeping, or just pointed to one of them, and just stream them sleeping and chat. But I didn't chat by talking. I used to type chat. I think I've told everyone that story. So quite funny. And until I worked out, I think I should talk. Well, someone said to me, why don't you talk? Now everyone says, stop talking. I'm just going to check something here. I know. And good morning, Coco. So funny that drawer, LOL. Where's Coco? Oh, Coco's in Denmark. If that's Heiko's dog, Coco, is a French bulldog. Beautiful beautiful bulldog. And if you're meeting Coco, that used to be on the streams as well, not too sure. It's like I said, everyone, sometimes you see people, then you don't see them for a while. Life changes, situations change, and that type of thing. That was like myself. People might have noticed I was streaming, and then I just stopped streaming for a couple of months or so, and I've gotten back into it. And Heiko says she probably opens the drawer up to 100 times a day, and my job is to close it after her without payment. You probably should put a camera on it, one of those time-lapse type cameras. Hi, Meg. So there we go. I think, Sandy, Meg hasn't come up on my phone. So hi, Meg. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate others for saying hi to everybody. I do apologise if I have missed anybody. Some of the messages aren't coming up on my phone, but it comes up on my laptop. And the only way I know, suddenly I saw Sandy saying hi to Meg. But great to see you. And okay, hang on. No. So that was between Johnny's message and Heiko's message, where Meg popped in. Sorry, Meg, to be talking about you, but it's just that I'm not getting them on my phone. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. And hey, Patricia, thanks for joining us. Great to see you. Welcome. Yeah, it's not coming up, so I better keep a track on the laptop. Yeah, Meg and Patricia, let us know where you're watching from. We're based in Sydney, Australia. Maybe it's those said highs. See where it says both Meg and Patricia must have hit that button that says said hi. That might be the problem. I think I've discovered something. I'll go and talk to YouTube about that. I think that's what the problem is, why I'm missing some things. But welcome anyway. I do apologise, I'm a bit slow. And thank you for that, Sandy. Hi, Patricia. And Heiko, so everyone likes, last 4 likes to 40, double tap. Well, thank you for that, Heiko. Much appreciated. And Sandy says, yeah, it is interesting. I think that's all I can gather what the problem is. I probably have to chase them up on that to see what's happening. Not too sure. There we go. Regina, welcome. Thanks for joining us. But if you could do us a favour, Sandy, whenever you see that, someone's hit the said hi, yeah, when you're on, if you can do that, I'd appreciate it. Because now I've seen you've said hi, Regina, but previously it didn't come up. All I've got on my phone is Sandy saying interesting and Sandy saying hi, Regina. I didn't get that in the middle. So that must happen a lot. I don't know if it happens to anyone else. But I appreciate that, Sandy. That's the boys. There we go. And what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to... Okay. There you go, Sandy. I'm just going to do that. You'll see what I've done. And I really appreciate your support, Sandy. And I have been looking for a couple more. You'll see something come up. Just say yay or nay. and appreciate your support. And okay, I missed that one. So we popped that one up as well. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Alfredo. Okay, thank you. Okay. I appreciate it. I'm probably looking for a couple more monitors, so just to stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, no, that's all cool. That's all cool. Just looking for, and you're on a lot, and I'm just looking for just a couple more. I thought I might just need a couple of more monitors, and I'm appreciating your support and being here. So I thought I'd pop that in there, and now I've got 6, and 1 I never see on here. Anyway, we all understand, don't we, Alfredo? That's all cool. That's correct. No, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. I appreciate you doing that. I really appreciate that, Alfredo. And yeah, those sort of things pop in and that type of stuff. So, no, thank you for doing that. And, well, you're not green anymore. Why can't you be green? Green's my favourite colour. When I was younger, green was always my favourite colour. Whenever I wanted to buy a shirt or do it, it had to be green. Probably not so much now. Nah, really appreciate your support, Sandy. Really appreciate it. Oh, you like green as well? Cool. I don't know if my brother's on still, but because he usually would pop something and he's probably watching someone else. No, he can do what he wants. But his wife, okay, I'm going to have to mention this. She'll kill me. Her favourite colour's purple. Whenever I bought a present for her, had some sort of purple colour in it. She had purple tinged hair. I don't know if that quite, but she just loved the colour purple. They had a house, and the gutters that go around the house, they were painted purple. And I love her. She's cool. She's cool. So, but she'll kill me. I never got a bite from my brother, so he's not watching. I'll have to ring him up and ask him why. And my fave too. And Sandy says, "Phew, it's not easy being green." You'll have to change your name to Kermit. That's all cool. That's all cool. But I really appreciate your support, Sandy, Alfredo's, and everybody else's as well. And Gitten and Foxy pops in. She's been with the channel. Why do I keep saying that? He's been with the channel way from a long time ago. And Sandy says, an interesting fact that green, it relaxes the eyes, which is why they make PCBs green for people working on them. Didn't know that. Did not know that. I actually heard too, in restaurants, like something to do with the colours inside, like your McDonald's, Burger King, Hungry Jack's, whatever. Something to do with the colours. If you paint certain colours, it makes people eat more. I don't know if that's true. That could be an old wives' tale or something like that, so I'm not too sure. So if everyone that's just joining us is wondering what's going on, the opposite has happened to what I thought was going to happen. Whenever I bring that rope out, we've got Bolt here, he's gone to sleep. He's usually full of beans at this time of night, and those who are regularly on can testify to that. And something's gone wrong with him. And usually I haven't had the rope out for quite a while. And when Bolt here hasn't had it for a while, he goes crazy. And then Buzz here wants to play with him. They play tug of war. They do all that type of stuff. Didn't happen. And then Peppa Pig. This is the carcass of one. And there's another one down there. They didn't even, there's only a little bit of stuffing pulled out and nothing's happened. So anyway, that's life. That's part of live streaming. You never know what's going to happen, especially on ours. And oops, don't do that. Sorry. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. And Sandy says an interesting okay, I saw that. And Heike says, why am my English so bad? No, you're doing fantastic. Heike does some live streams as well. I think you're doing a great job with your English. So I understand you. And Alfredo says, for me, only the ones that are supportive and have a time to follow the stream should be the ones. Yes, I agree. Not the ones who, yeah, I understand what you're saying. We'll have a look into that. We'll have a look into that. Yeah, well, that's life. That's all cool. That's all cool. It's like I said, people can be busy and that type of thing. So, hey, no, your English is better than my Dansky. Well, I agree with you, Sandy, because I don't know any. I do only know one Danish word, and that's Denmark. Sandy says, hello, Alfredo. Hey, Sam, thank you for the love. And Hake says, Jeg elsker jer. No idea. Hi, Sam. But that's all cool. That's all cool. Hey, Sam. And that's another thing too. People sometimes don't come into the chat because they might not understand English or can't write English. Some people come in with a different language and probably they sit back and watch, which I think is cool. I think that's really cool. Well, I remember one person, I think they were from ages ago, from Iran, and they had a translator thing and they asked me to talk slower because the translator wasn't quite picking it up properly. So there's all different ways of other people can watch, but then some people just like to sit back and watch, which is cool as well. I appreciate those people as well. And wow, good catch, Alfredo. Not you. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Hang on. If I go here, Heike just said, Sizzy, whatever the rest is, I love it. So what Heike just said is, I love it. Because I've actually can translate. I've got the laptop. I double click the thing. And it comes up with a translation from Turkish. That's in Turkish. Cool. Used to have another fellow ages ago from Turkey as well. Started with B. And then hadn't seen him for he popped in a while back. So hopefully he gets to call. He was a cool fellow as well. So Heiko said, I love it. There we go. That's from Google Translate. So if I go back to Heiko, Jeg. What's that one say? Hang on. Translate that. No, it didn't work on that one. That's Danish, so I can't translate Danish, but it'll let me translate Turkish. And Sue, I totally look. I trust you. I do. I trust your judgment on those ones, Alfredo. I really appreciate you doing that. I missed it. I didn't see. So, but that's all cool. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Heiko, Danish, I love you all. And that's in Danish. Okay, cool. So, 100% Danish, 100% Turkish, and 99% English. Because I think you're doing really well with your English. Heiko is Turkish, but lives in Denmark. I think I got that right. 99% English. Well, I think you do well. Well, you understood what I said, so there we go. You laughed at it. And Alfredo, some people really have problems in their heads. And Heiko says, did you say that? Hello, Rocio. I hope I've got that right. Hello, greetings from Argentina. Welcome. Thanks for watching us from Argentina. Great to see you. Let us know if you've got a dog yourself. but appreciate. We're based in Sydney, Australia, Rocio. And just for everyone that's new and for Rocio, that's Buzz. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy, and it was a rescue dog, rescued at 18 months. And this is Bolt, who's also part of the channel, Meet the Staffies. Bolt is a 18-month-old Staffy mix, and we think Ridgeback, and he was a rescue dog, rescued at 2 months. And those who just joined us in Rocio, you might see a little bit of a mess here. You may have seen the thumbnail. They usually play tug of war when we get the rope out. Hadn't had it out for a while, and Bolt here usually goes a bit crazy with it. Didn't happen. They played with it a little bit. He wanted me to pull it around a little bit, and he got sick of it. This fella here just didn't want to do anything. I think they're tired. So we got the fan favourites of Peppa Pig over the past few nights. Peppa Pig's still smiling, but not much happened with that as well. So it looks like they're just wanting to sleep. So I'm just going to let them sleep. They can do what they want to do. So what do you do? So thank you for joining us from Argentina. Now, Freda says, yes, Stanley, they must have psychological... Okay. And then hi, Riso. Heiko says, Lionel Messi. Everyone's speaking other languages. Alfredo, yes, I think so. Heiko says something. And here's Sandy. I know he's talking to Sandy. And they are so cute. Thank you, Rocio. Appreciate that. Have you got any dogs yourself or any pets? I know a lot of people that pop in have cats. I had one person pop in a while back, and they had a pet snake. Can you have I might have it wrong. I'm sure they said python. I could be completely wrong. That has been known. I have been known to be wrong. I know none of yous believe that. But really appreciate that comment there, Rocio. Now, Fredo, probably in the US and Australia, don't know who Messi is. That's Florida. Okay. I'm loving this. This is cool, seeing all these different languages. And Alfredo says, I had a Canadian girlfriend who didn't know who Ronaldo or Messi were. I noticed you put I had. As soon as she told you that, it was like, I'll see you later. And Alfredo, they're more into ice hockey or American football or cricket. Okay. Oh, Canadians. Canadians would be really into I actually don't mind. We don't get it here on normal TV. You have to have a paid subscription to get ice hockey on I think it's Foxtel or something like that. But I used to play field hockey, and totally different game, but I think that's cool how they keep themselves up on those skates. And you wouldn't want to be hit in the head with one of those, the round thing, it's called a puck, I think, or something like that. And Sandy says, Heiko says, I'm a cat person, but I love dogs too. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that, because everyone's heard this story. But I do repeat myself a lot in here because new people come in. So sometimes I tell the same story. People get used to me and just ignore me or something. I don't know. But when I was younger, my parents had cats. They had Persian cats. And my mother loved them. And we had like a tabby, and there was another cat that lived to be about 20 years old. And but when I left home, I got a German Shepherd dog. So, but no, cats are great as well. And Sandy says, Rocio, cats are cool. And Alfredo says, haha, okay, I won't read that because I don't know what it says. And don't bite your fingers, Sandy. Is that what Alfredo said? I'm more into cats, but I have dogs also and love them all. That's right, you got 2 cats and 3 dogs, was it, Alfredo? I don't know. I keep forgetting. I'm going to have to cheat here one day. I'm going to start writing things down and have a little book next to me. I'll have it on my computer. It might be easier with a book. And 4 cats and 2 dogs. There we go. I was close. And I know you have told me the names. I'm a shocker. Oh yeah, I love German. I think they're beautiful, German Shepherds. And Coco, who's seen now and then. Not Coco as in Heiko's Coco, a different Coco, has German Shepherds, beautiful dogs. And I think she was a lover of German Shepherds. But my German Shepherd was male, named Spike. He lived to be about 15, 16 years old. And long story short, when I left home, I came from the country, had to move to Sydney for work. I had to leave him with mum and dad because I couldn't have him down here. And they ate what he ate. And he loved spaghetti bolognese. So, and Melanie says, gee, that's a lot. With the 4 cats and 2 dogs. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have asked you the question, Alfredo, how do they get on well together? Because if I brought a cat into this house, it just would not get on. And Heiko says, I want 10 dogs and 10 cats, but Coco will be jealous. And that Melly says, hi, Sandy. Alfredo says, my cats are... Okay, here we go. There we go. You might guess what I just did there. There we go. I screenshot the names. And Sandy says, only 10. And he says, haha. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to sit over the other side here because we're going to show a bit of Bolt. Hey, we're going to show a bit of you. There we go. What? What? What did I do wrong? It's like I got up and moved and Buzz put his head up and it was like, I don't know. He's got that look in his eye. Is that a jealous eye? We're probably going to go for a few more minutes now. I'll just put Bolt on here so people get to see Bolt as well. And Buzz was being a bit snoring a little bit too much there for me. But, not impressed, are you? And everyone's wondering, I think they're just a bit tired tonight. They didn't play tug of war. They sort of had a bit of a play and we got a couple of other things out, but it just didn't happen. Hey, don't show your face. Don't hide. Down. That's it. That's the boy. Acha. And so, hang on. I've got to sit up. Oh, I can't see what's going on. Just 10 and Alfredo says, Sandy, I think Keiko keeps thinking a girl. And, well, Sandy actually Sandy's actually a dog that, can't remember what breed it was now. You did say Jack Russell? No. But anyway, one of Sandy's dogs. I think, okay, yeah. Okay, says Alfredo Gar. Sandy says Alfredo. Hako says, don't do this. I have girlfriend Gaga. Is that Lady Gaga? So what did you do that for, Bolt? You just moved away from me. Anyway, that's life. I'm not wanted. That's all good. Haha, lol, Sandy, it was Luge dog. Okay, I love Sandy. Haha. Yeah, okay. That's cool. That's cool. But for those that are watching that are just new, this at this time of night does not happen. So I think I might have overdone it with him today. Might have been that bath or that dog wash. Because they were in desperate need for a wash. Hadn't washed Buzz for a little while because he's back leg in the bandage, so I left it. And usually when I wash him, I just do both of them at the same time. So I left Bolt. He wasn't too bad, but it was time. It was time. What Well, actually, they say, I've read somewhere, they say you shouldn't wash your dog too much. So that's like, it's not never wash your dog, but it's just not too much. So something to do, takes the oil out of their fur or something. I'm not too sure, not too sure. I'd like hear things and read things and that, okay. And I know Sandy was Mastiff. That's right, a Mastiff. I remember the Mastiff now, Whip Across. And Melanie says, I just realised who everyone else was when I subscribed. I try to remember what I can, but I just can't sometimes. And afraid I always talks in the present. I refuse to talk in the past. I'm strange. Maybe. No, you're not strange. You're cool. But you'd rather feel better. That's all cool. And Sandy laughs, and Sandy says, yeah, they're probably sulking people. I don't know what's going on. For those who are new to the channel or just watching, this is just unusual. I'm liking it, actually. Not much for me to clean up when we finish. I can just sit back and relax and take it easy. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. And sometimes it's good to have a peaceful stream and a peaceful night. It can't be always full on all the time, I think. There we go. But all cool. I would appreciate everyone joining. Hey, Bev. All snoozing pooches. Great to see you, Bev. Yeah, it's unusual. Because everyone knows at night time, they'd be going at it now. And Bolt would just keep going. But tonight, it just didn't happen. Got the rope out. They played with it a little bit. Because Bolty loves the rope. And he was tormenting me a little bit. And Buzz wasn't doing much because he wasn't taking the bait from Bolt. Then we got Peppa Pig out. And there's another one over here. Where is he? Here we go. He's still got two arms, but not much happened. And just a little bit of stuffing around. And this is what the night's ended up. So, which I think is cool. If that's what they want to do, that's what they can do. What are you staring at, Buzz? A Bolt for? Eh? I don't know. But that's all cool. Well, I think they have, because this morning they had a good run at the park and in this morning's live stream. And then they came home. I had to go out. So they were left on the lounge sleeping when I got home. They were still lying there. And I put a picture from the other day onto the community post, and in that picture you could see Bolt with his one eye sticking out and his head buried in the cushion. And when I got home today, exactly the same. I wish I took a better photo. It really didn't. You had to be there to see it. The photo sort of shows it a little bit. Then took him for a dog wash, so they're all nice and they smell beautiful, nice and clean. Came home, bit of a sleep. Left Buzz at home, took Bolt over here for a lead walk, and he walked very well. We went 2 kilometres in about 40 minutes, so it was a bit of a slow walk, but that's okay. Came home and, yeah, not much has happened. Do you want to go for more comfort, mister? That's a nice blanket up there. So, yeah, so that's what's happened, Bev. And I preempted what I thought might happen and put a thumbnail up. Go and check it. I think it's a great photo. And tug-of-war and all that, but it just didn't quite happen. But that's all cool. I'll let him be. That's it. Have a yawn. And this house has never been so quiet. Oh, I know. always said when I come back, I'll come back as a dog. I'll come back as a buzz and bolt. Because look at this, they got the life. They got the life. I think it's all cool. It's all cool. What time is it now? 8:06. We've been going for about an hour and a half. We might finish up in a moment. And then just to let everybody know, we'll go for a dog walk tomorrow morning, which is here. It's Wednesday. Usually I haven't been doing Wednesdays, but I won't be doing the nighttime streams until next Monday. This is all Sydney time. So a lot of your Mondays will be Sundays. Or no, some of it would be like early Monday morning. So the night stream won't be on, what's today? Tuesday here. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for 5 days. Because I've got some visitors coming, got to go out and all that sort of stuff. So I better entertain them. And but we'll do the morning stream tomorrow morning, Thursday morning and Friday morning, have the weekend off. And then we'll do the morning stream on Monday. It's Sydney, Australian Eastern Standard Time, but I'll put it all up. And if you're not too sure of your times, you just go into the channel page, go down to the bottom where upcoming streams are, and they'll coincide with your local times. If that all makes sense, I haven't confused anybody. But the other side, I can just tell the visitors to go away and we can live stream at night. It would not be in the good books. Would not be in the good books. Like I say, you see us here on YouTube, but once this all turns off, and like everybody else, have a life outside of YouTube as well, which I've got to take care of. So no, I know everyone understands that, which is quite cool. But we'll just sit here for a little bit longer. What? Is that right? You trying to speak? Did everyone hear that? That's what he does. Remember when I told you they're like their routine type thing, and then come down, then I've got to go upstairs of a morning and get him. That's the noise he makes. So I go up there, here he's just sitting there and his head's back like this and his eyes are like really squinting, like half asleep. So I give him a rub in the head and, oh, you're such a good boy. Come on. Talk nicely to him. And then that's it. So funny. But hey, Kelly Hurd. Hi, you all. I sub to you from Daisy May. Oh, thank you so much, Kelly. Much appreciated. Daisy May. Such a great channel. Great channel. And Daisy's, I'll go with Daisy. So I'm going down memory lane here. When I first started streaming, first Foxy turned up, and then one of the other ones that started to follow and support the channel was Daisy May. And she has a beautiful chihuahua called Daisy, and very cute, very cute. But great to see you, Kelly. Thank you. We'll stay a bit longer now that Kelly's on, because I've got to go through everything. If you're not too sure, that's Buzz. He's a 14-year-old English Staffy, and he was a rescue dog, rescued at 18 months old. And we'll get back to this fella in a minute. And that's Bolt. He's an 18-month-old Staffy mix, and we think Ridgeback, I'm pretty sure of that. And he was rescued when he was 2 months old. Oh, I saw that. You notified me somehow. I can't remember, Alfredo. And I popped in, had a look, and I put a message on Bev's channel and said thank you. I appreciate you notifying me of that, because I wouldn't have known. So I really appreciate that. it came up in mention or something. But really appreciate it. And I appreciate you doing that as well, Bev. And thank you, Alfredo, for reminding me. And where was I? So, yeah, so they're both rescue. Oh, yeah, we're over here. So, both rescue dogs. So, that gives you a little bit of history. Been very lucky. They've been, like, there's a big age difference, but they've got on well, so well together. So well together. And Kelly says, thank you, Alfredo. Alfredo says also, okay, the shout out and Sandy's pack back. And Kelly says, my animals are all rescues or were dumped out by, it's out here in the country. Yeah, that's sad. Not sad that you're rescuing. I think that's fantastic. And I think it's an honourable thing to do. But why people would do that sort of thing? It's sad, but I think rescues are the great. My first dog that I ever got wasn't a rescue. He was a German Shepherd, but then Buzz went straight to the rehoming centre here in Sydney, and that's where Buzz came from. And then, funnily enough, for my birthday, which was not the one just past, the one before that, I was asked, which one was it? Anyway, for my birthday, what would you like for your birthday? And I said, I want another dog, another Staffy. And that's how he came about. So, and he's from a different rehoming centre. He was one called Bark. I think it was called Bark back then. They did move. Just make it easier to explain. And he was from the RSPCA. So I don't know if RSPCA is worldwide, that name. I think in New Zealand it's SPCA. Yeah, it is. They get along so well. So funny. And hey, Chloe. Hi again. Great seeing you. You're on this morning, I think. Yes. I remember the name Chloe popping in. Appreciate you popping in again. Thank you very much. And Sandy says, thank you, Kelly. And Kelly says, I rescued my Chihuahua, Dixie, from living under a building. It's called SPCA. Everywhere else, I don't know why we put the R in. And it's RSPCA. We do weird things here in Australia. If people are watching, we're based in Sydney, Australia. So just to let everybody know. That's all cool. I'll just make sure I've got everything going here. But we're going to finish up in a moment. For those that have just joined us, I do apologise. We've been going since 6:30. It's Tuesday night here. And Tuesday night is garbage night. So you put your garbage bins out. They come and collect them. But just another bit of a story. Our nighttime ones at the moment are here in the lounge room. And because it's winter here and it's dark outside, and I'm trying to keep the streams at the same times instead of changing here, changing there and doing that. So just keep it a bit more uniform. And we play with some toys. When it gets lighter, we'll start going out. But used to be the rope, and I thought the rope would make a comeback tonight. I was wrong. Then it's become Peppa Pig. There's a carcass. And this poor fella, still got two arms. They're just hanging off, still smiling. Give everyone a kiss. One ear missing, one ear intact. Getting a bit dirty there, but that's okay. Bit of a wound on the leg there. And don't know what he was doing there. His side's gone. So, and there's a bit of stuffing, but it didn't eventuate. They're just tied tonight. So if they're tied, they're tied. Not much I can do about it, which I'm happy. I'm happy for them. And they're letting me know they want to sleep. And I'm happy. So that's the story of the mess. So that's what we're doing at the moment on our nighttime streams. But like I told everyone, this will be our last nighttime stream this week. And we'll be back at the beginning of next week, which is our Monday, but it'll be some people's Sundays. And any upcoming streams, you might miss it in the community post, but if I always put upcoming, and if you go to our channel page and scroll down to the bottom, I think it's, when I look at it, it's down the bottom, and it'll have the upcoming stream and it'll have your local times on it. I think that's the easiest way to check the times, because I used to try and work out times, but I give up. And he's snoring away. I think everyone's still alive after these days. Ah, yes, he is, Alfredo. Well, is Peppa Pig a boy or a girl? Because I asked this question the other day, Bluey, that children's TV show. Is Bluey a boy or a girl? And someone said boy, someone said girl. I'll just leave that open for the moment. And those who already know, don't say anything. I'll give the answer in a minute. And Chloe says, poor pig. So yeah, Pepper doesn't look too peppy. He's pepped out. We might have to start putting some of that back inside. But look, he's not real big. I just got it from Kmart, just a cheap toy. Pretty tough though. Survived a while. But how much stuffing? I don't know. No idea how they get all that in there. So Pepper doesn't look too peppy. And Sandy and Hacko's got an emoji there, and Pepper is beginning to, and Sandy said, look like something from the Walking. That was a good show, that. I don't know if anyone else enjoyed. I saw the answer down there. I'll get down there in a minute, Chloe. I see that. And look at him sleeping as he's had a... Hang on. Oh, The Walking Dead, yeah. So that's a good show. And there was a spin-off to it. I know there's heaps of other spin-offs, but I think it was a prequel or something like that. Had the New Zealand actor in it. Curtis. Something Curtis, whatever his name is. He's in a lot of movies, a New Zealand actor. And Alfredo says, look at him, sleeping as if he hadn't broken any dishes. Is that the both of them? Or this? What's going on with him? I think he's become camera shy tonight. He doesn't want to show his face. That's all right. He can do what he wants to. We're going to finish up in a moment. And Chloe, you are correct. Bluey is a girl. I never knew that until probably a year ago. I always thought Bluey was a boy. Not that I really watched the show, and it's pretty popular, I think. It's popular here, and I think it is popular overseas. But I always thought Bluey was a boy. Cliff Curtis, that's it, Sandy. Good actor. I like watching him in some things. But I always thought Bluey was a boy. Because in my head is Bluey, and to me that's a boy. But then you're right, Alfredo, Peter, that can be boy or girl depending on how it's spelled. Oh, bold. I don't know. Who knows? And it's raining there, Heiko. We must have sent all the rain that we've been having over to Denmark. In channel description. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'll have to do that. I'll do that. If I go into the Discord, I can copy it, can't I? If I have any trouble with it, I'll give you a message on Discord. That might make it easier. That's all cool. And I haven't been on Discord as much as I'd like to be. Just been busy, trying to make content, prepare the thumbnail, do all that. It actually takes time, and then plus other things I have to do. So I do apologise. Yeah, put in channel description. Okay, I'll go and have a look in there, and then I'll copy and paste it into the YouTube one. So yeah, so I do apologise, and also I do like to try and see other creators that are on here, their content. I tried my best to, and juggling everything else around as well. So I can only do what I can do sometimes. So I do apologise if I don't get to things straight away. But one thing I love doing, and I love trying to get to straight away, except when I'm sleeping at night and I do one in the morning, comments. I love people commenting on the videos and I love responding. I've always been like that because I think if people have taken the time to watch one of the videos, to give a comment, I think I should reply to that comment. And I understand if there's probably 1,000 comments, you can't reply to every single one, but at the moment I'm able to. And I think, if people take the time to do that, I think I should respond in that way. I respond with a comment and I press that little heart button. And that's just the way I do it. So that takes a little bit of time sometimes if I've got a lot there, but I like to respond as much as I can. And so I'll give some people advice. If you're starting a new channel, reply to every comment. Even while you're sitting on the toilet, or if you're just having a cup of coffee while you're watching TV, because I firmly believe if people take the time to do that, we should take the time to respond as well. I'll leave it at that because I can just keep talking. And Chloe says, LOL. Hako says, yes, really much. Sandy says, well, blue for boy. That's a good point. But the history of blue for boys and pink for girls, I think, don't quote me on the time, I don't know if it was the 1800s or somewhere along the line, it was the other way around. From what I've heard, you could probably look that up and tell me I'm wrong, but back then it used to be pink for boys and blue for girls because pink is a more dominant colour. So let me know if I'm wrong. If I said yes, I will make Discord server 2. Yes, cool. I have no idea how to do it if you need help. The man is Alfredo. And Chloe Mackenzie. Roxy is asleep in my bed. I think somewhere along the line, was it this morning? Was Roxy in bed? I don't know, but I remember you said, yeah. I can't remember what breed Roxy is. Is that a little French bulldog as well or a pug? I'm just trying to look at your photo there on the left. And Sandy says 100. Kelly says, I do the same. I'm new to this stuff though. Yeah. I think, because obviously if you've got 10 comments, it doesn't take, I think it's worthwhile to just respond because I just appreciate people watching something. So that's how I show my appreciation. If they've taken the time, I should take the time as well. But if you had 1,000 comments, that's a totally different story. So, but when you can, you can. If it gets to that point, you can't. That's fair enough. And Sandy says, Chloe. Melanie says, I had a dog named Roxy as well. They had to put it down. Sorry to hear that, Melanie. Sorry. And it's always sad when that happens. And Razor from South Africa is here. Hello. It was a bit of a letdown. What's that? Am I still going? Something weird came up on my phone. What happened there? I don't know. Hang on, I'll get back to you in a minute, Razor. No, don't know what happened there. Got some message on my phone and something was uploaded. I don't know, who knows. And Razor, good to see you. Just a quick brief. The tug of war was a bit of a letdown. Sort of happened a little bit because usually when Bolt over here, he's right into it. But as you can see, they're not right into it. Peppa Pig, tried Peppa Pig. That was a bit of a letdown as well. Just a little bit of stuffing. And this is what they've done. So I think I've tired them out today. Had a big morning this morning on our stream. Took her for a dog wash. Left Buzz at home. Took Bolt for a lead walk. And this is what's happened. But it's all cool. But I hope everything's going well and the studying's going well. And everyone's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello. I'm just rushing through. Hello, Sandy. Yes, you're still live. Yeah. I was going to finish about 20 minutes ago and I got talking. I talk too much. Anyway, you're still live. That's all right. I got talking. And hey, this is a good strategy to have people join in and never end up alive. Never end alive. I know, I wanted to get through everything, and then someone pops in I haven't seen or something like that, and I go, I want to say hello. If anyone ever comes to my house, you're just never allowed to leave. I just talk. Anyway, that's just the way it is. And lol. And Razor says, Bolt is tired. Yes, he had a hard day of working. He's a hard worker. And he's hiding his face. I think he's become camera shy. I actually moved. He was over here next to me. No, he was lying this way with his head and I was sitting up the other end. So then what happened was I decided to move down here. So he turned around and lay up there. Then at one stage, look at this, look at his nose. Look at this. They're tired as. Look at his eyes flickering. They've had it. I don't know if anyone saw he's sort of flickering a little bit. So yes, hard workers. And Jack Russell, mini Foxer Terrier, cool. Jack Russells are cool dogs because the dog park I go to, I did do a stream. Did I? Yes, I did. Dog park. I don't go there quite as much anymore, but there was a Jack Russell down there. I can't remember its name. And he's in one of the shorts. Can't remember. I'll have to go find all those. One of the older short videos we do. I think it's the one where you see Bolt sort of walking up really slowly, crouching. Then he looks behind him and then you can see Buzz. And it's all about Bolt protecting Buzz. And then this Jack Russell part runs past and then Buzz starts playing. So, cool dogs. And Kelly says, I will catch you all later. Good night, everyone. It's morning for me. Well, you have a great day, Kelly. Really appreciate your popping and and joining us. And we'll catch you next time, or I might even see you over at Daisy May. Because usually when I get a chance, if I just drop into Daisy May and say quick hello. Not every day, but when I can, before I go to bed. So that's cool. Great seeing you. Melanie, our Roxy was a bull mastiff. Okay, cool. Someone even asked me if when Bolt was younger, whether he was like a mastiff or something like that. They're beautiful dogs, though. I think all dogs are beautiful. And everyone's saying, okay, go well, Kelly, take care, Kelly. Haha, maybe there's a treat under the... Good point. What's he doing? Hello. No, he's out to it. Oops, he's out to it. He's had enough for the day. That's okay. Come midnight, they'll sleep for the rest of the night now. They might get up and have a bit of a torment. Not much is going to happen. I don't know if people find that with their dogs, if their dogs sleep all night or they get up. But these are good. I think dogs, mostly when you're asleep, they sleep as well. Poor Pepper. There we go. And do they ever run in? Yes, they do, Razor. Those legs get going. Buzz does it more than Bolt, but it's quite funny to watch. You can tell they're dreaming about something. Hey, mister? Oh, no. I'll cut that out. Anyway, yeah, I went to try and go there and my phone cut out a little bit. I'm just going to run through all this and we're going to finish up. Do they okay in their sleep? 49 lurks, woohoo. And Heiko 51 woohoo. I think it's gone back to 49. I don't know. That's all cool. You snore away. You snore away. And Sandy says, I've never seen him conked out before. I know. He's full on, usually. Full on. So, but anyway, it's all cool. It's all cool. And okay, see you, mate. Enjoy your night. See you, everyone. Thank you for popping in again, Razor. Much appreciated. Hopefully you catch a hold of this. We won't be on for another 5 days, as in nighttime streams. We're still doing the morning streams. We've got visitors here, and so night times I won't be able to do them. So tonight we're on. So tomorrow night we're not on, which is Wednesday. Thursday or Friday night we're not on. We don't do weekends, but that might change. So it'll be next Monday, or it might be some people's Sundays. But the morning streams we're going to be still doing for the next 3 days. So hopefully everyone understands. But if you don't, just look on the channel page and right down the bottom you'll see upcomings. Beautiful. Thanks for the live, Peter. I love the little ones. Thank you, Alfredo. And thank you, Sandy. Have a good one. Oh, Razor. Yes, thank you for that. And Razor says, thanks, Sandy, you too. And okay, cool. I'll try to join whenever I can. Yeah. So all cool. Really appreciate you being on. Appreciate everybody. We're going to finish up now. I think we're down to 49 likes. Can we get 50? Can we get 50 likes? It's like an auction. No, that's okay. I'm not too worried. It's all cool. And everyone, Pepper says good night. Buzz says good night. Bolt says good night, sort of. And appreciate everyone. And we'll see you in the next live tomorrow morning. Everyone have a great day, evening, morning, night, morning tea, lunch, breakfast, afternoon tea. And we'll catch you later. Thanks, everyone. Bye.